So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this empty space with my unmentionables. All right, so I am packing for a trip. My husband and I are going on a 2-week road trip through Yellowstone. We're gonna drive to Montana, rent an RV, and yeah, get the hell out of town, which is very, very exciting since I've been caught up in this house, as many people have been for months. Anywho, I thought it might be interesting to show you how I like to pack my travel mic and what I use for a travel kit. So if that interests you, stay tuned. Inevitably, when I go away on vacation, even though I think it's a slow time and nothing's going to happen, you never know when these voiceover opportunities pop up. I was vacationing in New Orleans about 5 years ago, and fortunately I brought my travel mic with me because out of the blue, a random person reached out to me, someone I had never worked with before, and they were like, hey, I have these 2 short videos. They were like scientific equipment walkthrough videos, and I was able to do it. This is still a client I am working with, and he became a really fantastic client, and I work very regularly with him. If I didn't have my mic with me at that time, not only would I have missed that project and that potential opportunity, but you know, I may not have established the relationship which turned into a long-term client where 5 years later I'm still working for that person, which is why you never want to risk it and not have any sort of mic with you. Okay, so what I like to use for my travel mic is this little Apogee mic. This is like the first one that came out. It's pretty old at this point, but as you can see, it's a very, very small mic, super compact, super easy to travel with, and a decent enough sound. If you're interested, I compared this mic to a really, really expensive $3,200 mic in a video that I will link a card to here. But I love this for how travelable it is. That's not a word. But I like this mic for how compact and easy it is to travel with. So in addition to my Apogee mic, I like to use the Chaotica Eyeball. So I don't know if you have seen this. It's kind of like a foam bowling ball is how I would describe it. And it's got the big hole with a pop filter that it comes with, and pops right in there. Looks like an eyeball, thus the name Eyeball. And then there's this little hole here, and that is what you shove your mic into. And then it sort of gives you this protective shell around your mic to help minimize room noise. So it's not perfect, but I find that it's a really good option for travel, because also look at the size of this thing, right? It's super, super compact. So I want to show you how I travel with this thing, because I don't want to have an excessive amount of bags whenever I travel. So I really try to pack lightly but smartly, and I'll show you what I do when I'm packing this whole setup here. So first of all, pop filter pops off. So I usually store that differently, kind of in the side, the front part of my suitcase. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little guy right here, and I'm just going to pop it right out, real simple. What the hell? Oh, I wasn't squeezing it hard enough. Then I'm going to wind my cables. Always got to store cables nicely when you're dealing with audio. You're dealing with a lot of cables. Okay. And I'm going to put that down inside of my Chaotica Eyeball. And then because this mic is so small, I'm going to do the same thing with my mic. And now my genius storage advice, which helps keep everything stable and not kind of moving around, is I like to pack my underwear in this thing, because I don't want to just have all of this wasted space inside of my suitcase here, right? So yeah, maybe it's TMI to be showing all of my panties on camera, but whatever. So I'm just going to stuff that in there. Let me get it on camera too, so that that's more clear. So I'm just stuffing my undies in there. It's going to protect the mic, and it's going to just also take up as little room as possible in my suitcase. And if you tech heads out there have any reason why putting a microphone next to underwears is underwears, why putting underwear around a microphone is a bad idea, please, I'm sure you will let me know that in the comments. But otherwise, we're going to keep stuffing that in there. And I think I have about 10 pairs. Okay, so I've got my Chaotica Eyeball stuffed to capacity with my panties. And I could pack it just like that or leave it just like that. And it's pretty secure because everything's kind of stuffed in there. I mean, if I want to put the pop filter there, I could as well. I think it's pretty protected, so I might just do that actually. And there you have it. As you can see, it's like now I can pack around this. And, you know, if I was just going to leave the underwear outside, I have some more here, it would just take up, you know, way more space than it needed to. So that's my little packing hack for my travel mic. Pack your mic in underwear. Now, for the most part, this mic is really just for auditioning. I am going to be in Yellowstone, so I'm not expecting that I'm going to have tons of access, nor do I want tons of access, internet access. I do want to have a nice vacation and be present and enjoy myself. But if there are some really, really good auditions, then I know I have my mic with me and I can do that. And yes, if a job does pop up. I went on a similar trip to Utah, I think 3 years ago, and same thing. A client reached out to me and they had a very urgent need for a quick little job, and I was able to set up a booth inside of my RV. It was kind of cozy and nice. It was in the little dining area, and it worked out. If I wind up, I imagine I am going to set up a section of our RV to serve as a temporary voiceover booth. So when I do that, I will film another video showing what that is like. But hopefully this video was informative and helpful. And if you like it, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you have any hacks, if you have any favorite travel mics, equipment, or any questions about mine, please go ahead and put them in the comments below. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.